Hi everyone, welcome to Ethernal Realms. In this video, we will take a look at what the purpose of this connection is in your life. We will be taking a look at romantic connections and platonic as well, so it doesn't matter what type of connection it is, their reading will still be valid for you. So this here is pile 1, this is pile 2, 3, and 4. Make sure to choose with your intuition, and once you've made your choice, the timestamps will be in your description box in the comment below. Whenever you're ready, we will get started. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading, and we're going to take a look at what the purpose of this connection is for you. You chose the Rosary Quartz, so we will get started now. Let's see the first card, and then I will shuffle some more for you. Okay, we have the Judgment first and foremost. That is very rich to come out first, right? This is about moving into soul purpose, unleashing yourself, letting the ego fall away, or allowing the ego to flow with the soul purpose. And this is about what liberates us. So the purpose of this connection in one short, quick look is that this is supposed to liberate you from limitations and inhibitions within yourself. Okay, so what else is there? The purpose of this connection. Now, keep in mind this is romantic and also platonic, so it really is up to you who you're thinking about. So, and take it as it resonates, because a variety of people will watch it. Okay, so let's see. Purpose of this connection for pile 1. Okay, so the first we have 10 of Cups. That's a lot of happiness and joy and bliss and so forth. That's very gorgeous, a lot of fulfillment. We have Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, a new grounding, new mindset as well. I don't know why I heard new mindset. I would normally associate that with Ace of Swords, but over here it feels as though the material world, the physical world that you have around you is so heavily connected with your mindset, and that the answer to your material inhibitions is in your mind, actually is coming out really loud. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Ace of Swords. Wow. Completely unexpected. Okay. That's amazing. Bringing you a lot of clarity, and with aces come new beginning, and 10 is about completing a cycle, ending a chapter, and then moving on to the next. So you've gotten the results, you've done the finishing touches, and so on and so forth, right? So it's like finishing one level of happiness, one cycle of enjoyment, and so on, and then moving on to something new. So this person that you're talking about, the purpose of this connection is to bring you a new beginning, to liberate you from the past, and to bring to your attention the future possibilities that lay in front of you. Okay, let's get some more cards with this. New, it's for some cases it can even be new, financial resources as well. It might be really good with money and handling all of those things. Okay, so we have first love as well. So this is talking about, if this is a romantic connection, of course this is kind of bringing you the faith in love again, or it is making it feel like it's new, and that you're not reacting from the past anymore, and that you're allowing the slate to be very clean for movement forward. In non-romantic cases, this is talking about having that open mind and going and approaching different situations with an innocent mindset, like a child would. It's just an open curiosity with the Ace of Swords, and just an open chance. You're just trying things out and seeing where it goes, instead of putting heavy weights and focus on it. We have intuition, so opening your intuition, opening your mind, allowing your heart to guide you, your gut instincts to tell you which way to go and how to move about things. Basically, the alignment of the body and the mind and the emotions, in order to bring into alignment all the amazing things that you deserve. With intuition, we have this butterfly here, which talks about transformation again, which again is bringing into attention that you're putting an end to an old cycle. We have textures, so feel the variety of things in front of you, the feeling of diversity, and enjoying the diversity that is there in front of you without putting in a lot of weight on things. The release of expectations, that's what I hear as well, that will guide you to your liberation. Okay, let's get some more cards for you. By the way, I've added new charms, so I'm really excited to get into the charms towards the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. Okay, let's see. Pile 1. What is the purpose of this connection? Yeah, see, we had the distraction of shiny things, which is the devil card. What holds you back? What keeps you limited in your space, in your mindset, in your current reality, basically? And it is bringing to your attention, this is sort of piercing through. This person might have come in unexpectedly for some of you, or their impact is just so laser sharp and focused that there is no way of ignoring the presence of this person. So it doesn't matter if this person has been in your life for a long time or not, their impact is very piercing to you anyway. The distraction of shiny things is again talking about there's a lot more that you're capable of, but you believe that you should be limited to only certain things. That's why you stay in a certain sense of reality. But this person is saying that, hey, you gotta shake things up and you gotta experience more things, because there's a lot more out there, and I know you will enjoy it. Even if they're not saying that, consciously, their effect is creating this for you. Whenever we ask about the purpose of a certain connection, we need to see what it triggers within us instead of what the person is saying exactly, because even they don't know, and the soul's language is purely symbolic and figurative. So we just need to go with how we feel when we are in their presence, what triggers in our minds and our hearts and our bodies as well when we are around this person. Then we have find your sacred flow, which is once again going with what is appearing in front of you, not overthinking it, not setting yourself back down. Let's say there is a new financial opportunity which could present down the road if you follow your happiness, your fulfillment, or the thing that you feel inspired to do, but you're not doing that because you feel like it might not lead to something, it might not be worth it, or that it would be a bit scary, and it's just easier to stay in the comfort zone and do what you have always done for a long time. Right? But this here is talking about, no, go in that flow, go with it. And because it's something that came to you, you did not chase after it, you did not try to force anything to happen, right? That is flow, when you just go with what comes. Doesn't mean that you're not discerning with the paths ahead, but at the same time, if we are too discerning, that we become overly critical and judgment becomes a judgmental instead of liberation, right? So there are two ways that this can play out. In some cases, it can come through karmic connections as well. But the ultimate purpose of this connection is to release you from your own inhibitions and your current reality in order to get you to a life of more flow and happiness and fulfillment. Okay, let's get this card. I keep looking at it. So, okay, pile 1's person. What is the purpose of this connection, please, for pile 1? Happiness is my birthright. Exactly. This is something you can, these are affirmation cards, so you can use these as affirmations if this speaks very truly to you. But this is talking about you deserve so much more happiness. It's your birthright. You don't have to even ask for it. It's something that you simply have, you simply are, that's the mindset that this person is trying to trigger within you, that you know what, I deserve happiness. Whether it is coming from a place of motivation and constructive criticism, or it is coming in the place of, okay, this is exactly what I do not want moving forward, and I know I deserve better than this because I've put in the work, I've done the hustle, and I've been nice to this person and whatever, it can come in that karmic form, but it can also be in a motivating way. Okay, then we have, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Yeah, that's shifting of perspective. I posted a post on my community page, which it's a video of Simon Sinek. I don't know if I'm saying the name correctly, but it is about not focusing on the obstacles and, instead looking at the path ahead, because the more you focus on obstacles, the more that will keep coming in. You're more likely to interact with that obstacle instead of finding the path ahead. We listen to what we keep affirming, like don't do this, don't whatever that don't do whatever is, we keep focusing on that whatever. So I highly recommend you watch the video. It is 2.5 minutes. It's not gonna take a long time, but yeah, it basically is talking about this. When you focus on the good stuff that you have, the work that you have done, and the person that you are, the goodness that is within you, and you just listen to that, like, yeah, you know what, I'm a good person. I don't need to. Thank you. Bye. Then the purpose has been completed. Right? You are in flow, you acknowledge the happiness that you deserve, and you are going with it. Right? So focusing on that inner light, seeing the world through that lens of positivity, optimism, and that gentleness that you carry within you is basically the purpose of this connection here. I love how everything is concise for you, really. Can't believe it. Really nice. Okay. Let's see. Quick messages coming through for you. Usually there's a lot more to decipher. Alright, pile 1. What's the purpose of this connection for pile 1? Whoever they are thinking about. Okay, let's take this. We have the star. Yeah, this is healing, regeneration, wishes coming true, coming into harmony and alignment with the universe, speaking with the universe, crystal clear communication with it. Your prayers are being heard, manifestations are being heard. This can be breakthrough in mindset and material conformations in order to allow for these manifestations to come to fruition as well. Okay, then we have Dominion, which is 2 of Wands, and it is Mars in Aries. So that is a lot of energy here. It's sort of like, okay, revving yourself up. I have the courage. I can do it. This is option A that I already have. This is basically talking about 2 options. You have an option that is working fine. You have the mundane job. You have the mundane life, or whatever, something you have been doing for a long time and it has become mundane. But on the other hand, you have new exciting inspirations and opportunities, and it is up to you to go ahead and explore it. Deep down, you want to explore something different. With Aquarius here, with the star, it is about the rebellion, the revolution, making the necessary changes in your life in order to, make better sense for your future. What is speaking true to you for what you want from now on, okay? That is the main plan. Hopes and aspirations, all of those things, acting on those hopes and aspirations is what this person is trying to trigger within you. Okay, let's see the Cosmos Oracle. Pile 1, what is the purpose of this connection, please? Thank you. Alright, we have Dark Nebula. This is where, all the creation is. There is so much. You can't see anything yet because clearly it is dark. But the nebula itself is a cloud of gases. And the gases, with pressure, with time and gravity, it combines to form a solid planet and stars and our galaxies and basically the universe as we know it. Okay? So this is talking about all the untapped potential that you have. On the other side, Dark Nebula can feel very confusing, or it can be very distracting as well, like the Devil card. Like, okay, I want to do something like this, but I don't know exactly what, and how can I just take the leap when I don't know exactly how things might happen? It's a big risk, and so on and so forth, right? There's so many different possibilities that can happen that it is hard to pinpoint on specific paths or options available to you, and that can be scary for sure. And you know what? It is part of the process, because the point of the Devil card and the Dark Nebula as well is that we figure out a way, and we won't figure out a way unless we get into it, right? But once we get into it, it is for sure that you will figure out a way. There is nothing that is permanent. So the darkness is never permanent. Okay, creation is not permanent either, right? One thing is created, the cycle of it is completed, and then a new thing must be created. And in between, you don't know what to create, right? So each and everything that you're feeling at the moment, and after meeting this person, it is part of the process. That's what I'm very clearly hearing right now, and I cannot emphasize it enough. It is part of the process. Don't be harsh on yourself if you have a variety of feelings and thoughts and emotions that happen while you interact with this person. Or after you interact, something they say, something they do, and it just triggers so many different things within you. Go through it, because it's leading you to a lot of healing and happiness and regeneration as well. Okay, then we have 528 hertz, which is the thing for creation. It's the frequency of creation of the universe. This is where life begins. This is where regeneration and rebirth happens. Amazing, amazing, gorgeous. Okay, what else can we get you? Let's get you some guidance, actually. Keep looking at this deck as well. Get you some guidance for this connection. Can we have a guidance card? We'll take this. Pay attention, a powerful message is being communicated to you now with the hawk. You might see a hawk, and that can be another sign of synchronicity, by the way. You don't have to, but that's an additional layer. But this is basically saying that the words and the thoughts that come to you, the communication that is taking place between you and this person, or in your mind to yourself, and just in general, the thoughts that have been triggered after meeting this person, it's very important. Everything, try to process it as best as you can. Be observant, even if you can't really understand everything as of yet, it's okay. Again, part of the process. We don't know everything from the beginning. We just have to go for it. We have to go one by one. And with aces right here, nobody, no one, not even you, your universe, your reality, not even your guides are asking you to rush through anything. They're just trying to say that you deserve more and that you can have more. It is yours to take. And this person is merely just urging you in that direction. Okay? Very beautiful. Okay, then we have stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. Yes, so again, this is just observe. Stay here and observe for a moment, and really observe, not just, let life pass you by and, every day is the same and whatever. No, it's about looking at things and observing the impact someone has on you and what that does in your life, or how does your behavior really change. Keep asking the questions why. Keep exploring. When we have grounded with the Ace of Pentacles, it's about taking little steps, not trying to rush yourself, just making sure, because you know what, you also deserve to feel safe, right? But safety doesn't have to be limiting. We have to do things in moderation here a little bit. And this here is asking you to do little things that take you one step further. Not too many steps. We don't have to think about 10 years from now. We don't have to think about 5 years from now. Just one little thing. If you're interested in another thing that makes you really happy, let's say painting, for the purposes of this example, doesn't have to be, but let's say painting. You can just buy paintbrushes. Okay, maybe you're interested in the colors, so maybe buy a set of paint. In what type of paint? Maybe watching different types of painting videos. There are so many amazing artists on YouTube, right? So you can watch some of them and feel inspired through that. It's about learning from one another, gathering the resources, gathering more knowledge and exposure in the direction that you want, that you crave, and that you feel will liberate you, even if you don't know it yet. Okay, let's get you Astrodice. Pile one's person's purpose in pile one's life. We have 9th house, Sagittarius, and Mars. So that is, again, 9th house is the connection with the universe. Sagittarius sits over there. There's a lot of luck and fortune that this person is guiding you towards. Higher visions, and hawk and falcon and all these big birds with high future visions, they're associated with Sagittarius. Because Sagittarius is looking at the future vision, the broad perspective, and not limiting the mind to everyday activities necessarily. But with Mars here, it's like the drive is there. You want to rush ahead, and both marked with arrows is this person is pointing you towards a direction. It's pointing you towards a more spiritual path or a more fulfilling path for the future. Whatever triggers are happening here will ripple down in the future. It's not something that is specific to one problem and then, done. But the triggers, whether this person remains in your life or not, the person's effect is going to last for a long time. And that inspiration and the boost and the motivation that come with this person, in whatever form that it comes to you, is going to again ripple down in the future. And the actions you take today can lead you to your happiness down the line as well. Doesn't mean that you're not happy now, but this is just, this more soulful happy, more fulfillment. You can't, it's not, we don't resonate with the same type of happiness at every age, right? So things change, and this is one of those things. All right. Pile 1. Okay, so we have this snake, it feels like a snake, right, coiling in itself. Talks about coming full circle. We have knitting, we have butterfly, we have a handbag, we have a bee, we have a swallow, a leaf, and another bird all sitting on something, and an acorn is stuck to it. Yeah, so again, like something stuck, something sharp or thorny stuck, something that it might have been there for a while in your life, and it's hard to even notice it, because something that goes on for quite a while, we kind of get accustomed to it, so we don't know that we are still sitting here. This though gives me the vibe of the bird dreaming of flying. It's still sitting, it's not up in the air yet, but with it we also have this flying bird, and that is about liberation once more. Leaves and trees and flowers to me talk about abundance. Butterfly we talked about already, metamorphosis. Knitting could be a hobby, or something, to make with the handmade stuff that can also bring in more abundance. We have a flower attached to this purse here, so that again, like whatever you decide to do with your work, your hands, it can be really successful if you lay down the foundation, if you do the work. And leaf also is connected with pentacles, so abundance in the earthly sense. You setting yourself free and liberating yourself from limitations is what will bring in future material and financial abundance. Okay, and the bee here reminds me of the Eight of Pentacles, which means putting in the work, not giving up on your hobbies, and doing things one by one, slowly, but doing them properly, and going with what feels right and what is the next step. And yeah, in the journey, in whatever case this is. This can be in terms of connections as well, but when we're talking about the purpose, it doesn't have to be limited to one area of our lives. So it can be, again, the mindset and the way you feel about your life, just shifting the perspective. It can also be the financial material resource, and it can also be in a love, romantic connection, or just connections in general. Right, so take it as it resonates. But that's what I have for you, Pile 1. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope this resonated and helps you out. If you want more, you can check out my channel. There's a lot more in there. If you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box in the comment below. I hope to see you again next time. Take care. Bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the amethyst here. Let's get into what the purpose of this connection is for you. This can be romantic or platonic. It is up to you who you are choosing. We're just discussing what the purpose is over here. We have Nine of Swords coming up first. I will shuffle more cards, by the way, for your reading, of course, but these are just some snapshots. We have Empress as well, so 3 cross 3. I'm getting... This is I'm not surprised because I chose the amethyst for you, but it's a very spiritually guided thing. For many of you, this can be a karmic situation. Nine of Swords can talk about anguish and anxiety and nervousness, sleeplessness, and the words we say that sting us and pull us down. Meanwhile, the Empress is about stepping into your power, stepping into your abundance and your creation role. It's about getting into the mindset that you are creating your own reality, and that it is up to you what you are wanting to create for your future. It's about creating healthy connections and creating the best possible future for yourself and your relationships moving forward. Empress is the most abundant, the epitome of abundance in the tarot, and it's a major arcana as well, so it just makes it even more pronounced. And it talks about material abundance. It also talks about internal abundance. It's just stepping into that entire divine feminine role, right? Not letting yourself cut yourself down, because one of the biggest lessons of the divine feminine is to love, right? Love all there is in yourself, in others, and acknowledging the differences, not arguing about the differences, things that are not working out in your favor at the moment, instead of waging war and battle against them. It's about incorporating those difficulties and learning from the struggles, turning those struggles into wisdom and putting an end to that cycle, instead of keeping entertaining them. So this person, whether they are, introducing this mindset shift or this concept here to you in a karmic sense, or it is in the way of motivation that, hey, you pull yourself down quite a bit, maybe how about we go do something fun, or how about try something like so and so, and that might be inspiring. It's about finding inspiration through cloudiness and murkiness. This person is teaching you alchemy and transformation, basically. Okay, let's get some more cards so we can. Okay, pile 2 viewers, what is the purpose of this connection for pile 2 viewers? Catharsis, I hear, catharsis. We have Ace of Swords. Okay, we'll just 3 of Swords and the Hierophant. No. Yes. So 2 swords again, 3 swords going on. Hierophant is about the spiritual guidance and timing and lessons that come with the difficulties. Ace of Swords is finding clarity and breaking through from the difficult thoughts and communication patterns we have with ourselves or with other people. We also have the 8 of Pentacles, which is about working through difficulties or working through the things that you would take the time, but it's just putting in the work because the outcome is very important to you. Okay, then what else can I get from this 8 of Pentacles? Investing. Yeah, where are you investing your thoughts? Yeah, this person is bringing into your attention where you are investing, what your focus point is. Then we have alchemy, which is that creator alchemy. That's exactly what I was going to say. I said transformation, but when I was looking at these 2 cards, I was thinking this feels like alchemy for some reason. Basically the same thing, but it is also about combining 2 different unlikely components to make magic happen. Okay, alchemy is regeneration. It's the formation of the DNA and creation of life, and it's the creator card. So you are in the creator role. You're not. This is kind of what I'm feeling here is shifting out of I'm not getting it because of so-and-so, or that things are not coming into my life because of so-and-so, kind of deflecting the problem in some way, or feeling lowered by the outside world and by external circumstances. That might be like a subconscious thing or even a conscious thing that you do, and it's just hard to get out of that habit, because once you have any habit going, really it's hard to step out of it. But this person is seeming to put an end to that type of pattern and habit, and it is refocusing your attention to make things that are conducive to growth. Empress is about growth, right? 8 of Pentacles is also growing things. The divine in this card feels like a nurturing that comes to you from above. And it's not that we need to rely on this flow from above all the time, because the point of us in human form being here, going through all of these lessons, is so that we can step into our own creator roles, our own inspiration. We can be our own tree, showering abundance and blessings to us, to the world. We can embody the divine and spread that joy, spread an awareness, right? It's not to hoard, it's not to keep, it's not to capture something. Instead, it's to transform and transmute and make something new, make something happen. And it's these little things that get us into the practice of co-creating with the universe. Okay, it's not what is coming to you, it's not what is happening to you. It is about what happened, what is done, what we are doing. It's taking more ownership. It's about, this feels like empowerment to me. Okay, it does. If it is coming in a karmic form, it will pass, because the purpose of it is to help you get into that creator role, to help you take personal leadership and empower yourself to do whatever you want to do, what you feel desire to, what will bring you to fulfillment, not in the sense of revenge or bitterness. No, of course not, because if we cater to that, we're basically allowing the toxicity to remain in our lives, right? Instead, the shift here is to make something that is beautiful for yourself, something worth for the future. We have your soul shines, so letting your own beauty shine, embodying that's what I was getting, embodying your divinity, embodying your empress energy, your divine feminine, that love and care, and not giving that to the wrong people, because they don't themselves prove and show through their actions, words, and thoughts that they are ready for that type of love. You can exude as much as you want, as much as the beauty that you have and you want to share with other people. You might be having the most golden heart ever, but we go through this life to learn boundaries, to learn also the power of discernment of which way are we channeling this energy. Okay, everyone's not ready for everything at all times, so we need to ourselves know what we are worth, right? And when we recognize what we are worth, we know what we should allow into our lives, and therefore the sense of boundaries then developed, right? So that's what is happening here. It's so that you are able to shine more. This person is just wanting you, whether, again, it's another thing of what they're consciously acting out in everyday life, but the soul is always wanting the best for one another, because the soul recognizes, it knows that each and every one of us are connected, right? It's just that everyone has a different journey and everyone has a different path, and not everything and all people are not aligned at the same time in the same direction, but that is okay. And this person here is, through the differences, it's trying to teach you, see, if you cater to this type of behavior that I'm displaying right now, you will keep inviting such things in your life, okay? I will pressure you, I will show you the difficulties so that you don't do this anymore. Please don't allow such people in your life. Respect yourself, and love the people around you who show that they have been by your side, that they are always encouraging and motivating you. They are showing you that you are shining and that you have your own beauty. Whether certain people acknowledge it consciously or not, you have your own beauty. That is a fact. Empress is like, no, I know what I am. Okay, I don't need someone else's validation to tell me that I'm the Empress. I am. I don't need someone to tell that I have a divine part of myself. We all have souls. Therefore, we have that divine part within us. The more we polish it, the more we work with it, the more we co-create and become in flow, the brighter it shines. But regardless of whether it is shining bright or not and how bright exactly, we still have the divine part. Wow, it is about, this is so rich. I feel extremely passionate while doing your reading. So stepping into that fire, that empowerment is just so loud and clear. Amazing. And we have celebrate your wins, which is this is a 6 of Wands energy for me. So that is acknowledging and respecting your gains, your worth, reputation, building your reputation, being confident and charismatic in the way that you present yourself, and not worrying about whether everyone is agreeing with you or not. It is one thing to, be self-critical a little bit, to, work on improvement and whatnot. But if you cut yourself down, then you are not able to grow yourself, right? So this is talking about celebrate your wins, celebrate all the things that you have encountered so far, all the things you've transmuted so far, and just respect all those little achievements. It's also with the the rays coming out here. This sort of looks like a shield, but it's a shield of light, which talks about protection. Protect your energy, establish those boundaries that need to be established, and that's merely a sign of love and respect to yourself, and therefore of what you are willing to entertain in your life. Okay. Yeah. Death card we have, this talks about putting an end to a cycle again, transformation, Scorpio energy. So that is the intensities. This person, this connection might be very intense in your life, or their impact is very intense. There can be a Scorpio as well, don't have to be. We have Guardian of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands, and again, highly, highly empowering and empowered. We also have Two of Swords. So altogether, this is getting out of the confusion, getting out of stickiness in the mind, not allowing mental conflicts to stop you from moving forward and doing something that inspires you, allowing the inspiration to be a fuel such that we can put an end to difficult cycles and self-limitations and move to something more harmonious. Two of Swords is about the battle of the minds. This person might be very challenging in terms of your mental stability and peace, but it can also bring into focus the many different options that are there and in life, in your area of work, or in just the life philosophy that you have, the 5 years from now questions and so on. But the confusion arises because we are making a pros and cons list for many things, and sometimes we can have an equal number on both sections, and that's what leads to the dilemma and the confusion. So in this case, the solution here is to listen to the flow, to the intuition and the instinct, to look at what is feeling more lively, what feels like life to you. Basically, what feels like life and not death. That's the purpose here of this person. Okay? If I could just sum it up, that's it. Okay. Let's get some more details though. No, I wanted to get this tarot deck. Guardian of Wands is also standing up on stage, showing your work, showing your craftsmanship, your confidence and your charisma. Just exude your shine. Wow. Okay, pile 2 viewers. What is the purpose of this connection? For some of you, it can be a mother figure as well that is leading you to, because Empress and the Queen here can talk about the mother figure. Whoever has been the more nurturing, protective and caring parent. Or, even a relative. In some cases, it is aunts. Okay, then we have Pleasure, which is 6 of Cups, Sun in Scorpio. Focusing on the past and learning from the past, not like focusing to stay stuck in that, but to gather knowledge and wisdom from it and then moving forward. This person can be connected from your childhood, or it can be an ex that keeps coming around. But the purpose of this is to, like I said, it's up to you which way you want to direct your attention. Do you want to focus on the past or the future? It's a junction point at this time. The ideal state of being with the 6 of Cups is that we are aware of the past, we have a vision for the future, but we are acting in the present. We are not disturbed by the past, we're not, focusing too highly on the future, but we are doing what needs to be done with a healthy state of mind. We also have 8 of Wands, Mercury in Sagittarius, swiftness. 8 of Wands also talks about creative talents and speed in general, so swiftness here, it can be some communication. With this person, things might seem very sped up and it can be hard to process things as and when you go. But the swiftness is also important because it gets the lessons done very quickly. And it's not fun while it happens, perhaps because of the 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords and the Death as well. I'm guessing it's not really a fun time, but or at least at this time, but it concludes a lot of topics, or it brings into attention a lot of different things, and it might be difficult to process right away, but that's why we have the 6 of Cups as well. Process it at some time, because the information you're getting now is important to your future evolution. And there's also 8 of Wands is talking about to speed you along. That's what I'm feeling. Speed you along in your mind and help you orient your mind and your thoughts, communication to things that you want to achieve. Because after the 8 of Wands, there's the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands. Okay, we keep going. We want to rush into something. What is that rush? And Of course, with the 9 and 10, then, if you go overboard, then it can, feel heavy and burdensome. But when we are in the flow, like with the Queen of Wands, we keep moving in the direction of the swiftness, moving in the direction of the inspiration, then we act fast, we think fast. And it's as though a lot of information can come in really quickly. That's just an energy I'm getting with this person. Might be a fast-paced person, or a Scorpio, or a sun sign. Sunny sign, fire sign, right? It can be someone like that. And with all these in the background, we have some circle of life geometry going on. This is moving you towards more life generation. And in the background, you can see so many galaxies and stars present, right? So a lot of life affirmation. And we have one more card, which is 3 of Wands, virtue, sun in Aries. Again, having that self-esteem and self-power, actually. Empowerment is coming very loud and clear. It's also a very positive card. It talks about manifestations coming to fruition. It also is about cultivating a hopeful and optimistic view for the future. Quite Sagittarian in that way, actually. But it is trying to instill within you more power and self-power, to help you not rely on other people or other circumstances to work out in order for you to shine. It's about you to shine your own light for yourself. Okay? Gorgeous. Let's get you some guidance, and then we'll get to your charts. Okay, we have now is the time to get out into the world and connect in authentic ways. Yeah, authentic to you. Like, what do you want in your life? What type of connections would you like to entertain? Those type of things. Okay, we'll keep this here. One more, perhaps. Propel 2. Be bold and confident. Use all of your resources to create your dreams with the Wren. Okay, and we have the wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. Exactly. So everything is just coming back to you, right? It's just about you unleashing yourself. Bold and confidence. That's all that fire energy is on. Okay, let's get Astrodice. Prior to viewers, what's the purpose of this connection? North Node, Aries, and 9th house. 9th house, again, about future vision, orientation, Sagittarian energy. This person can be Sagittarius. Aries is here again, boldness, confidence, empowerment, and is the Emperor energy as well. So we have a lot of Emperor going on, plus the Empress. It's just the combination of the divine masculine and the feminine, and focusing, having the creative role, stepping into your creator role, and then putting in the work, showing yourself a structure and direction to move towards. North Node is again very spiritual. It's the soul's mission. It wants to accomplish that before it leaves this earth and this body, and in order to integrate much better its own parts, and to come into culmination with the divine. Right, so this is also the path of our highest fulfillment. It's also where we want to create more, where we feel most alive. Okay, got some new charms, so I'm really excited. Let's see. Time to viewers. We have 2 hearts going on, a seahorse, we have a cloud, a wasp, or moth, we have a fork and a guitar. Express your heart. Okay, express your heart, express yourself. Increasing emotional maturity, because the seahorse reminds me of the King of Cups energy. It can again be talking about the mother figure. Connecting with the mother figure, that the mother has taught you these different topics, okay, or is teaching you, whether we recognize that consciously right now or not, the soul does. So either way, it is being fulfilled in some way or the other. We have the cloud here, which talks about the divine protection. It's also about head in the clouds, in the way that we might be overthinking certain things, or we're not able to bring the plans that we have in our mind to reality. But again, sort of expressing where the heart is. That's what's important here. Express your dreams, move towards your dreams. moth to a flame. That's what I hear when I see moth, right? So we have a lot of flame going on, and the moth is just a vessel that moves towards the light. So move towards the light, move towards your shine, and discover your shine as well for yourself. The fork here talks about nourishment to me, which again is a very divine feminine quality. Gorgeous. Okay, all in all, it's unleashing your heart. And with the Three of Swords talks about the broken heart and difficult emotions and difficulty in processing emotions. So it can be that the divine feminine is a little bit suppressed within you, so that this person is trying to unleash that and make it return to a more balanced and healthy state for you. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 2. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope this gave you a lot of insights into your connection. I hope you enjoyed, and if you want, you can get a personal reading. You can find me on Etsy. The link will be in the description box in the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. There are plenty there on my channel as well. I hope to see you there. Until next time, take care. Bye. Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the Moonstone Calcite crystal. So we'll get started and see what the purpose of this connection is in your life. This can be a platonic or a romantic connection. This reading is applicable for all. Okay, so we have the Star card as the first card here, and I will shuffle some more later on, but this is talking about a healing and a regenerative type of connection. This can be an answer to a manifestation, this person, and this person brings in a lot of awareness as well, more clarity about your hopes and aspirations and how you can go about moving towards them, or even having a greater sense of recognition and realization of what your hopes and goals really are. What speaks the most truly to you? What is the most fulfilling and life affirming for you? That's what the star here is telling me. It's an Aquarian energy. This person can be an Aquarius, or it is signifying just the changing nature of the Uranian nature of your connection. It could have come in at an unexpected time when you needed this the most, and it has come in with unexpected solutions to your existing problems as well. Uranus and Aquarius, they're all connected with rebellion, revolution, creating necessary changes. Everything is, the change is the only constant, and everything goes through these cycles of finishing and ending, and then recognition of where do we go next, and orienting ourselves towards that direction. So this person here is about that orientation. What change needs to be made, and for what? Because Aquarius doesn't make changes just for the heck of it, at least not in the higher vibration. It creates change so that it is meaningful for humanity. It is meaningful for the good of all. Okay, it is not it's in the 11th house, and in the 11th house it's all about the world. There is a big picture view here. What's your future vision? Okay, what is this person's purpose in pile 3's lives? Pile 3's person, what's their purpose in this life, in pile 3's life, of this connection? What's the purpose? Too many. Okay. That's way too many. I'm gonna shuffle again. Can we help? Yes, thank you. The Emperor. Okay, about laying down structures, feeling more stable. And the Emperor does not lay down structures and foundations for no reason. He lays it down for a specific purpose, and for that it's important to know what the purpose is, what the orientation is. Then we have Nine of Swords, despair with Mars in Gemini. And we also have Queen of Swords, which is a water and air sign mixed. Okay. Queen of Swords is having that clear discernment, an idea of which way to orient. Nine of Swords is about not having that. It's about taking on so many different thoughts and having a lot going on in the mind, such that your mind is not able to translate to productive action. So this person can be helping you get out of distracting thoughts or distracting structures that are not helping you in your for your future anymore. It must have worked at some point. That's why we have what we have at this moment. But the point of life and all the people that come with it is to shake us up from our existing skill set and show us different things. So Mars in Gemini might be that, you have a lot of different stimulus that's happening. You're curious about too many things, or you have a lot of thoughts going on and you can't really orient yourself. Mars rules Aries, and the Emperor is an Arian card. So this person can be, guiding you to orient this high energy that you have. It might be in some cases that it remains very much in the mental and it does not come out in the tangible reality. So this person is helping you translate the mind, translate your hopes and inspiration and aspirations as well, and direct it into productive action. Queen of Swords, again, very direct, very straightforward, has the goals in mind, again, Aquarian. And once it has that laser focus, then it can start moving, right? Okay, we have Gemini as well, which is another air sign. So the nature of this connection is quite mental. The way you communicate, the way you mentally interact and relate with one another can be the most profound in this connection. Okay, let's get you this card. Some more cards. Let's see. Purpose of this connection for Piles reviewers, please. What is the purpose of the connection they're talking about, they're thinking about? Okay, we have Six of Wands. What do we have here? Let's see. Oh, we have the Star again. We have the Star again. My God. Okay, success, recognition, reputation, helping you feel connected, finding your tribe, helping you connect with your tribe across the globe. This can even be, giving you courage to step up onto a world platform if that's something you're interested in. The Star and the Six of Wands is like being in that stellar position, helping you recognize your own stellar nature. We have the King of Cups, which is highly empathetic, emotionally mature, compassionate, and spiritually highly connected. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is grounded, self-care, self-esteem, is all healthy, protective of material and physical environment, taking care of the physical environment and the people that are important to the Queen. All these qualities are here. So nourishment, nurturing, being on stage, being compassionate, but at the same time shining yourself, remaining your unique self. The Star, Aquarius, stands for uniqueness and embracing that. So this person can be really motivating you and boosting you to showcase your talents and showcase your abilities more. Again, it doesn't have to be, in a direct way that, hey, you know what, you should, start your own channel or something. Not necessarily in that manner, but it can just be, you're quite humorous, you should, be like this with more people, or why aren't you always open like this? Some way it is like open up more and show your inner self more. And the fact that you show yourself more does not mean that you are diminishing your boundaries in any way, because the Emperor is like, the Emperor plus all of this is sort of, you have the boundaries and also you're expressing, you're not diminishing yourself in any way. We have the King and the Queen and the Queen and the Emperor. That's crazy, the amount of dominant energy we have. Two masculines and two feminines, extremely balanced, this person. So learn as much as you can from this connection, because it's really guiding you towards how you can unleash your own balance. The Nine of Swords is something temporary also, I'm feeling, because Gemini is a mutable sign and Mars moves really fast. So this is something that just comes in one shot and then it goes away. It can also be, running thoughts, and you, by the end of the thinking process, you're like, I don't know what exactly I thought about. It was just too many things. It happens sometimes in some cases, right? but this person is helping you make sense and align all of these different thoughts you have and funnel that into constructive action, and also feeling good about yourself, giving yourself compliments whenever you deserve, not expecting external validation but getting it anyway. This person really likes to or wants to boost your confidence, whether they're doing that consciously or it's the soul's intention to do so. Okay, we're only getting your tarot cards. Wow. Okay, pile 3. Let's see. This connection. Oh, we have the Lovers. Helping you make important decisions and choices according to what is aligned best for you. The Lovers is also the unification of the divine masculine and feminine. If this is a romantic connection, then this person seems like you've manifested this person, or this person has manifested you. Okay, and we have Elder of Pentacles, which is King of Pentacles. So King and the Queen, we have both these of the same suit, so that is counterpart energy. It feels whenever there are two court cards of the same, the Queen and the King of one suit, then it feels like a power couple vibe, because they share enough values and philosophies, and at the same time their approach is a little bit different. Elder of Pentacles, or the King, is more earthly and grounded and material oriented. Meanwhile, the Queen has the water element to her. She flows and she is intuitive and all of those things. So together they make magic happen, right? So it feels like this person's purpose here as well is to have a unification with you. It can even be in a business context, because Pentacles talks about business and taking care of a creative project together, and there can be the feeling of you make a good team, and you can be very cooperative, and you can actually make a lot of changes together and showcase your talents together, or combine your talents in some way to make magic happen. With the Star cards, I feel magic again, because the universe, creation itself, that's pretty magical now. Yes. Okay, let's get some more cards. What do we get? Purpose of this person, purpose of this connection in pile 3's life. What is the purpose of this connection? I'm gonna put this here. Yes. So we have limitations, inspire innovations, breaking free from limiting thoughts and beliefs, and innovation is the sign of Aquarius as well. So difficulties are just another problem that needs to be solved or can be solved, and problems don't exist without their solutions. It is either acceptance or working around them, or using that to further along your trajectory. But either way, you're making the most out of your limitations. That's what this is saying. You don't stay in the limitation, you don't box yourself in. And Aquarius is, like I said, about rebellion and revolution. It's about breaking the box, breaking the chains. Okay, we have external validation. This is what I was saying. You're getting external validation, even if you're not asking for it, or even if you're not needing it. This person can be very confidence boosting, like I said before, but it's coming up again. Preaches healthy self-esteem. Okay, then we have unstick the stuck. Yeah, exactly. To this one. Oop. Sorry about that. Pile 3. What's the purpose of this? We have always joyful, so this is a happy connection, meaning this can keep going up as far as you would like to take this connection. And we have gratitude. So either way, you will be very thankful for this person's involvement in your life. You recognize the gifts and blessings that this person brings into your life. We have dangerous pleasure, which is the devil card according to me, and that correlates with the Nine of Swords again, and the limitations as well. There can be distractions that which take away the thoughts, or it is talking about distracting of various thoughts that take place, and it can be a loop of self-criticism or doubt about your capabilities or about the future, about the unknown, and so on and so forth. Let's say you have these hopes and dreams, but you're not able to lay down structures because you're afraid of what might happen next, or you have laid down some foundations but you don't want to fully commit to the process because something might go wrong, right? But that is pointing you towards certain fears that you have, which is being projected onto the work, right? So the devil and the Nine of Swords is the combination here, I feel. Okay, but this person, the star brings the healing. It shows the light. It is about having an understanding of the darkness and the despair and the difficulties, but not staying there, and instead using all of these different prompts that come to us from the universe through people, and making the most out of that situation and still remaining innocent. Well, why is it falling? I'm just gonna keep that here. Yes. Okay. What else can we get? Let me get the Cosmos, and then we'll move on to your Astro Dice and Charms. Speaking of making changes and shifting up the foundations, my God. Yeah, crazy. That's very dominant here. We have eclipse, so this person could have come in during the eclipse, or when this person came into your life, there were a lot other things that happened along with it. Their arrival that created massive change, and massive change really fast can be quite scary as well. So since the eclipse season in Scorpio and Taurus, this person could have come in, or their impact has begun. If you have not seen your eclipse video for your zodiac, you can check that out. It is there in my channel. So that way you know how the following months are taking place for you as well. Okay. Then we have energy, definite high energy here, right? Again, there is a spiritual component to that, and we have black hole, which talks about the devil and the Nine of Swords again. For some, it can be a karmic connection, but it can be a karmic episode. Okay, it can be a phase that there are some lessons to learn, but doesn't mean that it's strictly going to be a difficult connection and that it cannot turn into something more harmonious, because there's a lot more harmony that exists in this reading as well. It can just be a part of your connection that needs healing, and the rest of it is okay, and you actually do make a nice team. Okay, let's get you Astro Dice. 5, 3. First house, Mars and Gemini. Crazy! Mars and Gemini, we saw that here. Synchronicity. Okay, someone can have Mars and Gemini. Okay, and the first house is about the personal development, expressing yourself more, developing on the personality, the attitude, changing a shift in the attitude, and creating new forward movement, or directing your thoughts in the direction of curiosity, of exploration. Gemini is very curious, and it can get into different topics, and it can be very interested in that, and that helps it to learn really fast. The mind works very fast, and it is important to understand that so that we can guide it in a way that fits our vision, right? So that's what this person is teaching you. Okay. Or that you are as well, actually. We have a handbag, a stingray, a spiral, 4-leaf clover, moth, and a guitar. Again, the exploring, the depths, the subconscious, guiding yourself to the light with the moth there. Spiral can be, again, upward spiral or downward. It is a choice. Right, we can criticize ourselves to the point of no action, and forever remain in limitation for as long as we want, because forever is, it's a bit of an overstatement. But on the other side, we can always choose to be like, I don't want to be upset anymore. I don't want to overthink anymore. Let me just try and see where this goes. Then in that case, that as well acts as a spiral, but in another direction, right? So moving towards the light, that's what this person is helping you with. And this person can be a very lucky fortune for you. Like I said, the major changes could have come in, and we have 2 pentacles going on and the Emperor, so could have brought in a lot of material abundance in some way. Can be a father figure, a boss figure for some of you, because it's a lot of dominant energy going on. But this person really cares about the well-being of you. Okay, can be coming out in a different way, in a way that cannot be directly understood. It might not be said in so many words, but at the bottom of it all, the soul connection is such that you know the depth of you and what you are capable of, and that you deliver on what you are capable of. That's the end goal. And the Purse with the Flower talks about feeling the divine feminine, of course, but also making something happen, creating something of your own, and nurturing that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. So express yourself in a way that resonates with you. We have the guitar, but you don't have to play the guitar, right? You can choose to express in many different ways, and whichever way speaks to you, go ahead and do that. That's the end goal of this person. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope these messages resonated and helped you out. Let me know your thoughts. If you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box in the comment below. I hope to see you in some of my other readings. Until next time, take care. Bye. Hi Pile 4, welcome to your reading. We chose the rose quartz crystal here. Let's see what the purpose of this connection is for you. Keep in mind that this reading is universal, so either romantic or platonic connections, you will still find this reading relevant. Okay, we have 4 of Swords. I will shuffle some more cards later on, but first let's see this. 7 of Cups. Okay. So this connection is bringing you a pause, a retreat, allowing you to recuperate, think things through, and consider many different options to find the right one. But it is in a sort of a hermit stage, figuring things out for yourself first, and then we talk about exploring outside in whatever area of life we're talking about. It's mainly about the orientation, the attitude we have towards life, rather than the specific events themselves. 4 of Swords is as though, a lot has happened, it has been tough, or it has been, trying. There's a lot of things going around, and we need to rest a little bit. This person can be an influence of peace. This connection can be a peaceful one, or it encourages you to find peace. Okay, so let's say it's a more karmic situation, and it is difficult when you interact with one another, and you can spur on a lot of different triggers that lie beneath the surface, and that then drives you to find more solace and comfort, and find some alone time and figure things out for yourself. Or it can be in the form of constructive criticism or support from a friend, if you're asking about a friend. But someone who's not karmic then can be still bringing in the same effect by asking you to do so, or encouraging you to take more time for yourself, and so on. There can be a protective nature to this connection. Again, in a karmic situation, this becomes exaggerated, and it is over possession and over protection. But in cases other than that, it is about you protecting your space while you take care of yourself. 7 of Cups is having so many different options that, it's more of the head in the clouds, and we're not able to make one specific choice or really understand what truly resonates with us. But ultimately, we are actually looking for something that is satisfying for the soul. So in this card, as the book would say, that this is answering the soul call. This is looking for and trying to sort of this cup is kind of the saving grace. There can be many different choices, but none of them resonate with you. But this person can be like a light, a beacon of hope that there might be something more out there to explore that is different from the other experiences you have had so far. And in some cases that can feel disconcerting, and that's why that needing some time off to think things through and to recuperate a little bit is important, especially if your previous experiences with these types of connections has been scarring or traumatic in some way. Okay, let's get some more details. What is the purpose of this connection for pile 4 viewers, please? What is the purpose of this connection for pile 4 viewers? We will take that. What's the purpose of this connection for pile 4 viewers? Okay, let's see. We have 6 of Pentacles, a harmonious give and take. Having a healthy boundary and a healthy flow of how much you give to others in terms of your focus, energy, time, resource, and how much you are willing to take from others as well. Okay, then we have 10 of Cups, which is happiness and fulfillment and joy, and finding that joy and fulfillment and really being able to savor it and be satisfied with it, because there are many times or many things that we can take for granted, and even if that particular thing is the most glorious thing, we can't be aware of it as a 10 of Cups situation because we are not really appreciating it as much as we can. So this person can be showing you what things you can be so grateful for and what things are truly important to your sense of fulfillment and happiness. We have Explorer of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. This can be spontaneous and impulsive. This person might be like this, which triggers this need within you to find some solace, quiet, and peace. Or it can be a beacon of hope and that light that I was talking about. This person is more inspirational, or this connection inspires you to go and do certain things that excite you, and it kind of the impulsiveness or the spontaneity, the excitement is contagious. Okay, then we also have Child of Wands. Okay, quite with the 2 wands here, quite passionate. It could have been some connection that came in and went out just as quickly, but that amount that lasted was itself quite impactful, or that it is very exciting and fiery every time you communicate with this person or share a space with this person. And the problem with too much fire is that there's not much space for the heart to catch up, and it can feel overwhelming, at least to the soul here. So it tries to find a balance point, and that's how this person can trigger you to find that balance here. There's also about helping you explore your hidden talents and the things that you have, but you have not really explored as much before, and it can be still in the dreaming state of, oh, I wish I could, but this person can be really fueling you to go after it and actually lay it down as a solid foundation. Okay, but all in all, it is about catering to the things that excite you and make you feel happy instead of things that pull you down. Just having that healthy flow, right? And it's all a question of focus. Are we going to look at 3 of Swords type situations where it's about despair and heartbreak and regret and past and so on? Or are we going to focus on things that are inspiring and exciting to us? There are many different choices available to us at all times, and this person is helping you decide which way. Okay, let's get you this card here. Pile 4 viewers. What is the purpose of this connection for pile 4? We have, when I lean toward love, I am led. And we have, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Yeah, finding that inspiration within. In this image, it is showing that you're leaning toward love externally, towards someone else, but this person is actually helping you find inner love a lot more. Even if you practice self-love routines and whatnot, there are different levels that we can reach. It's sort of like surrender can have so many layers, sadness can have so many layers, so can love, right? There are so many different types and strata that we have. We can always be surprised that we reach one other stage, right? So this is about that next stage of inner love, self-love, and finding inspiration from within instead of waiting for external cues to help you out. And does not mean that you won't get support. Six of Pentacles is about the right support will come exactly when you need it, but it's a matter of you also have to be in the right place for that resource to come in. And the right place in this case is to love yourself and do what makes you happy. Okay, even if you can do it in the weekends, even if you can do it randomly, and that you cannot commit to it, there is no force here to commit to a certain path. It's just to incorporate more things in your life that make you feel good, so that you feel rested, you feel ready for bigger things and hopes and aspirations in your life, and you will be led. You will not be lost in any case. And then we have the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Exactly, that alignment thing is coming up. You have to align with it. You have to be ready for it as well to, find that inspiration. It's sort of meeting, with the universe. It's always meeting instead of someone going after or someone coming to. It's just about what vibe matches with what, right? And accordingly, things will play out. The mind will play tricks, the emotions will do things, and then accordingly, the people come around, the circumstances change, and so on. Okay. Let's get you the Cosmos Oracle. What is the purpose of this connection for Pile Forward? Take this. Okay, we have first tidal force. We have light curve, gravity, and we have vapor trail. Leaving your mark. These two things again, bring a force of light. These two together is talking about the one's energy to me, really. Showing the light, moving towards light, moving and expressing your love for things, that inspiration, and flowing with that, and allowing that force that is coming from it. It's sort of like you know what would inspire you, move towards it with great gusto, and just believe that it is taking you someplace, because it's sort of like once you start moving, there's no stopping you. Okay, vapor trail is so fast, these one's energies are so fast. The tidal force is a force, like you're coming in with a wave, right? And the light curves around you with gravity. Okay, so around the planets and stuff, that's where it curves. So it can be talking about how the picture is skewed when we are in a certain place of reality, but when we are looking out and we sort of look at things from a different perspective, and this different perspective is what this person is bringing in, I feel. And that's what makes things clearer as to which way you want to bend your light next, which way do you want to focus next, or what is your next point of calling. Okay, what is this force, the unseen force, let's say? Is it calling you towards? And as long as you don't feel ready for this action, fine, recuperate and rest, because it is just as important. To consider the many options in front of you is just as important. There is no force to rush into anything, even if there can be a rush of feelings that come up or a rush of passion that comes in. The point here is to also be deliberate, calm, think from a calm state of mind instead of the excited and impulsive state of mind, and then use the fuel of inspiration to channel all of your focus into a reality you want to create for you, into the happiness that you want to create. 10 of Cups can be, you can have a very happy connection with this person, or that there can be an equal give and take, but this seems like there is a moment of pause, rest and healing, some things that you need to do for yourself, and this person as well, such that it will eventually bring this connection into balance. Okay. Let's get this. Pile for viewers. What's the purpose of this connection for pile 4? We have Kona, which is knowledge, wisdom, insight, creativity, and inspiration. Don't really need to explain this because we talked about all of those things. Amazing. Yes, we have birth, rebirth, health, and earth. That is the self-esteem, resting, grounding, slowing down. And we have need, poverty, hardship, frustration, and responsibility. And again be talking about the difficult aspects of this connection. And it can also be talking about the hardship in deciding what is the path of fulfillment. You might still be trying to discover what is what makes you truly happy, and it's a learning process. There are many things we can explore before we find the real deal, but that is okay, because all the paths that we go towards, we will use them at some point or the other, and if nothing else, it gives us wisdom, right? That's like the bare minimum that it will do to the soul. Even if we don't recognize it consciously, we will at some point, whenever it is relevant to be used. Okay, let's see. Okay, immediate. But I'm not going to take this. I did not even ask the question yet, so let's shuffle again. Pile for viewers. What is the purpose of this connection? Okay, so the first one that fell out was fog. Things that are unclear, things that are unknown, figuring that out. That's the head in the clouds thing. Things might be very unclear while you are in the presence of this person, but that's because a lot of things happen at the same time and we're not really able to process it as much as we would like to. But when you're by yourself, and this is the urge of this person's spirit as well, and its impact on you, that when you're sitting by yourself and you contemplate on this connection, things might become a lot clearer as you go. And we also have disruption. Okay, this disruption is not really feeling bad here, because I see the ship and I see the light, the yellows that are there, and that reminds me of the Explorer of Wands and the Child of Wands. They are inherently disruptive, okay? Like, it's excitement and spontaneity is by definition causing a change in the existing status of things, right? We don't want the same thing to continue, that then it's not exciting all the time, right? So this spark is the disruption. This person can be very sparkly, fiery, but can cause a lot of inner trouble because of their flighty nature, or the flighty nature of this connection. There's something temporary here, but it can be a lot of fun and happiness, and it teaches you a specific lesson, and then you move on with your lives here. Okay, a birth of something new, rebirth of happiness and fulfillment. Yeah, it feels like this person is the ignition, or this connection is the ignition for you to go really far and wide. Okay, I don't know how that fits into your life. Perhaps it is still too cryptic, but that's what I'm getting here. Okay, the fog and the Seven of Cups also in this reading is giving me a High Priestess vibe. So there is some things that are unknown and hidden at the moment, and they will be revealed when the time is right, but not in a smack on the face type of way, but it will come in an inner knowing. It's a clarity that comes at the end. Okay, let's get you your astro dice. Actually, let's get you some guidance first, then we'll move on. Okay. Guidance for pile 4, please. Okay. Release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. And we have let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. Yes, very clear. Thank you. Let's do your astro. Libra, Neptune. Again, the foggy High Priestess Piscean vibe. 8th house, psychological breakthrough and understanding. Forming more intimate connections. There can be an existing intimate relationship with this person. Or it is talking about the mind connect with this. There is the relationship zodiac going on with Libra there. But Libra tries to achieve equality and balance. So there can be a balance in this connection. If you both of you do your own things and figure out the different lessons, because there are some things that you are learning and also you're impacting this person as well, right? So there is an individual component, but also the togetherness of it with Libra especially. And it can be difficult to find the right balance, but this whole journey is helping you find that right balance, even if it seems unclear or can feel awkward at this time in some level. It is still fulfilling the purpose. It's a Scorpio house, the 8th house, so that can talk about transformations, necessary changes, and the psychological breakthrough that is happening. It can have roots from the past, and we just have repeated some habits, and along with it came fears and insecurities of being something else. So doing something that is societally approved is a part of conditioning, and that does not allow our individual nature to shine fully. And as we become more full adults and we have our individual lives, we can start combing back and looking at what we need to keep and what we can no longer keep in our vibe, because our environment has changed, the type of people have changed, our connections have changed, right? Everything goes through an evolution. So this, I feel, is talking about that. And in conjunction with the parrot here, let go of other thoughts and opinions, that could be one of those things where you have many different choices, but those are societally approved, when actually what you want is something completely different, and it can go against so many different ideals. That's why you keep yourself boxed in, or you don't want to take the further steps, or you don't want to invest more of your time and energy into that thing, even if it can be very fulfilling and exciting, because it causes a disruption in the status quo. Okay, and also the number of unknowns that might be there in the present moment in this connection, it can be difficult to actually find any type of definition in this. Wow, okay. Let's see. We have the star, which is healing and stardom, happiness, bringing to limelight. We have a handbag with a flower. We have this ring type thingy. It looks like a snake coiling into itself. That is completion of a cycle, regeneration and rebirth. And we also have a strawberry. Makes me feel the pop of color is amazing. The red is really out there. So again, talks about the fire sign. It is it blossoms in spring and again in summer. So it's about the bright side of life. Again, the passion, excitement, fire is really coming through with this connection. It can again be encouraging you to step into your creator role. It can be about establishing healthy boundaries such that you feel safe in a certain circle. But at the same time, remembering that the circle is self-defined, the limitations are self-defined, and that we can break free whenever, or redesign whenever it feels right. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 4. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope this reading helps. Let me know your thoughts. I will see you in some of my readings. Until next time, take care. Bye.